Just because we get around. Talking about my generation. Things they do look awful cold. I hope I die before I get old.
Good morning. You're tuned into the WHIT show. I'm your host, Leah, and tuning live from North Hudson County Schools of Technology. Today is going to be, well, to start off, it's spring break. The weather outside is amazing. And, well, it's not spring break anymore, but it was. It's still spring. The weather is just gorgeous. And we're going to go to Lizzett with her headline.
Lizette's ready for the summer. She's got her
Yes.
beach party bingo on, and
Oh, man.
she's ready to go.
Oh, man. All right. Well, Auschwitz survivor. There's an Auschwitz survivor searching on the media for his long-lost twin. A 73-year-old who thinks carefully before he describes his first memory as a 3-year-old child says, "I remember my mother, what she was wearing, a green skirt with white flowers and a white blouse." He says in Hebrew, "On the left, there was a bed and my brother was sleeping. I remember I had a brother." That memory is critical until a few months ago. Bodner had no evidence his brother even existed. Bodner is a survivor of Auschwitz concentration camp, if that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Auschwitz, right.
Okay. He was 4.5 when the camp was liberated in January 1945. In the chaos and confusion, he doesn't remember how he came to be separated from his brother, but he saw a way out. He says, "I was in the camp. A man came in who was looking for his wife and daughter," he recalls. "I stood before him and he asked if he would be my father. He picked me up in his hands and took me out of the camp." His adopted father named him Bodner and took him to Israel, where he now lives. Over the years, his father searched for his adopted son's birth family. At first, there were some positive responses, but after a number of false hopes, Bonner gave up the painful process of trying to find his family and began to wonder if his memory was simply dreams. Then last year, urged by his grandchildren, he tried again, posting the only clues he had on the internet: a photo of himself, aged 5, and another that he believed was a family photo. A woman named Ayana Kimron responded to his post. She took one look at that family photo and knew it was not his. I said that, he quoted, "I said that not your I said that's not your family," the lady said. And he said, "Yes, that's me. I'm the baby." And she said, "No, that if that were your brother, I'm sorry, hold on." She said, okay, this is a little
complicated.
Basically, the picture was not the brother, but he was trying to look for years and years, and it failed him. That's the moral of the story. So the moral is the little Jewish boy never found the twin brother. to make it short. And back to Ailijah with a less complicated story.
I feel bad. But China bird flu crisis claims new victim as death toll rises to 7. China's bird flu crisis showed no sign of easing Tuesday as another person was reported to have died from the virus. The state-run news agency reported 4 new cases of H7N9 avian influenza were reported Monday, 2 in eastern China's Jiangsu province, 1 in neighboring Anhui province, and another case in Shanghai, where the patient died. This brings the total number of people infected in the country to 24, with 7 deaths, according to China's National Health and Family Planning Commission.
This happened in China, Leah?
Yes, in Hong Kong to be exact, and 4 new cases of H7N9. That's the virus. So if anyone it's ever brought to anyone's attention, it's the avian influenza.
Right.
The total number of people infected in China was 24, so that's 20 with 7 deaths. So only out of that 24.
It's lethal. It could be
Yeah,
very
yeah,
lethal.
it can be very deadly.
Yeah.
And still no evidence of human-to-human transmission of virus.
Yeah.
So that's something to be very careful about.
Wow. Yeah.
If you ever go on vacation to, anywhere in that area.
I want to butt in for a second. Actually, there was a twin brother, and
Okay.
there was a twin brother, and he died because the Nazis had done experiments on him, and it was called the Angel of Death. Basically.
Thank you, Lizzett.
Sorry, I just wanted to
Dang.
clear that.
Story that never ends. But
Oh.
I wanted to clear that up really quickly.
Thank you.
All right, Kayleigh.
All right.
Well,
Yes, okay.
well, while we're enjoying our wonderful warm weather, Denver school kids got a rare spring surprise today. They got a snow day. But for millions across the country, the weather may not be so delicious. A storm, a winter storm brought cold, high winds and the possibility of several inches of snow in parts of Colorado, forcing the cancellation of about 465 flights at Denver's airport. While the southeast and parts of the northeast, like us, are basking in sunny warmth and amazing weather, the residents of the Central Plains brace for the possibility of severe storms, including tornadoes.
Wow.
And speaking of tornadoes, it brings us to our Today in History, where a tornado reduced an Oklahoma town to rubble in 1947. The town of Woodward, Oklahoma, was nearly wiped off the map by a powerful tornado on this day in 1947.
Wow.
More than 100 people died in Woodward alone, and 80 more lost their lives elsewhere in the series of twisters that hit the U.S. heartland that day.
Well, talking about calamities and disasters, do you know what happened today in Iran?
An earthquake.
Earthquake, 6.3, 50 miles away from a nuclear plant.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's not
So very, very scary. I don't know what's happening, but I just saw that on the news myself.
That is
So
very
That's
that
not
is
good.
a little scary.
good. Yeah.
Okay, so what
Well,
else? What do we got? What else we got?
We have Lizzie talking about prom. Some
Yes.
prom things.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, I'm doing a little mini episode thingy with prom and everything you need to know about proms. So yesterday I talked about a website called Prom Girl. It claims to be cheap and free shipping, but to be honest, the dresses are a little bit more expensive than you can find in a store or in a different website. So I'm going to give you an alternative website where you can go and shop, and hopefully you find something maybe less less money, because the website I gave you yesterday was a little expensive and overpriced. So there is there's a couple brands of actual prom dresses, like Sherry Hill and Giovanni and Scala. Those are specific prom dress brands where they make the dress, and you could just go on their website and order specific ones. But a wholesale store that has a whole bunch of different kinds would be places like Macy's, Neiman Marcus, Lord & Taylor, Bloomingdale's, basically department stores like that. You can always, they have them in the mall. I know there's a Bloomingdale's in Hackensack. There's a Macy's right in Newport, in Hoboken. So you guys should definitely, an alternative to internet shopping is going to the actual store where you can actually try it on. And that's a little better because you know how it fits, and you don't want to get something that's not going to fit or not going to look right. So just keep in mind that those are stores you could go to. Once again, Lord & Taylor, Neiman Marcus, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, they all carry designer dresses. And there's always vintage shopping as well. There's a website called Etsy.com where they sell dresses. They sell everything vintage, but you can find vintage dresses that look absolutely gorgeous and still at a reasonable price. So that's just a little prom update and a little alternative to the website I gave you yesterday.
Thank you.
Nice.
No problem.
That's really cool. What about Fab Party Dress? Did you tell them about that one?
Yeah, that I was gonna talk about that one tomorrow, but
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
it's okay.
Okay,
Okay, that's a
No,
really good
it's
one.
okay.
But she'll
Tomorrow
say-
I'll tell you guys a little bit more on that. I wanted to go more into like actual stores you can go to try it on, because
that's better.
ordering online, it's basically a surprise. You don't know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
until
you're
you
playing a
actually
guessing
get it.
game.
Yeah,
with
it's
it.
basically a guessing game. So just keep in mind you can go
Okay.
to department stores to find dresses as well.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Now, with celebrity birthdays, Playboy magazine founder Hugh Hefner is 87.
Oh.
Wow, is he that old?
Okay.
87.
Wow.
Naturalist Jim Fowler is 81.
Right.
Actress Michael Learned is 74. Country singer Margot Smith is 71.
Oh my God.
Country singer Hal Ketchum is 60. Actor Dennis Quaid is 59. Humorist Jimmy Tingle is 58. Country guitarist Dave Innes of Restless Heart. You familiar with that?
I've heard of them, but I'm not real familiar.
Yeah, he turns 54
Yeah.
today. Actor Mark Pellegrino is 48. Actress, model Paulina Porisvok, I don't know, is 48. Guitarist Albert Hammond Jr. of The Strokes is 33. Actor Jay Baruchel is 31. Singer-actor Jesse McCartney is 26. I used to love him.
Me too.
I know.
Love him.
Did anybody see Saturday Night Live this Saturday?
No.
No. Well,
There's a girl called McCarthy. She's like a comedian, but she's pretty heavy. Does anybody?
well, his name is McCartney.
Oh, McCartney.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Also, singer Jasmine Sullivan is 26. And to give you a little background information on Jesse McCartney, I chose because he used to be my favorite. He was born April 9th, 1987. Is an American singer, songwriter, actor, and voice actor. McCartney achieved fame in the late 1990s on the daytime drama All My Children as J.R. Chandler. He later joined boy band Dream Street and eventually branched out into a solo musical career. Additionally, McCartney had appeared on shows such as Summerland and Greek. McCartney also is known for lending his voice as Theodore in Alvin and the Chipmunks and its sequels, as well as voicing Robin Nightwing in Young Justice and Roxas and Ventus in the video games series Kingdom Hearts developed by Square Enix.
Mm-hmm.
He was born in Arsley, New York, United States. His genre is like pop, R&B, pop rock. His years active was 1998 till present time. Yeah, so that's a little information on Jesse McCartney. And now I have Kayleigh with random facts.
Well, 1 in 3 snake bite victims is drunk, and 1 in 5 is tattooed.
Well, tattooed, I can.
There's
There's a lot of movies that I've seen with.
I can get the drunk one because they're probably like messing around, like, oh, you're not gonna bite me.
Yeah.
Well, the U.S. has more bagpipe bands than Scotland actually does.
Mm-hmm.
More than 100 pizza box related patents have been issued since 1976.
Right.
If you wonder if bottled water is worth it, Yvonne spelled backwards is naive.
Wow.
Wow.
And in
That's
Australia,
interesting.
Burger King is called Hungry Jack's.
Yeah,
Very
I
good,
knew that
very
one.
good.
I heard about that one.
I did not know that. That's.
And those are your daily random facts.
Thanks, Kayleigh. Thank you with that. And for Rihanna, she's been doing the Diamonds World Tour. There's backstage pictures of her on Just Jared, but Rihanna flashes a smile as she strikes a pose backstage after performing at Staples Center for a stop on her Diamonds World Tour on Monday, April 8th in Los Angeles. For the caption of this picture is very inappropriate, so I'm not going to read it. But if you have her Instagram and her Twitter, you should go read it. She's just awesome to me. Like, she's one of my favorites. And if anyone's interested in her local events that are coming up, she's going to be performing Sunday, April 28th at 7:30 p.m. at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The tickets range from $60 and up. If you want to see her in Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, May 4th It's a Saturday. At 8 o'clock, tickets range from $70 and up. And also, she's going to be at Barclays Center again the following Sunday,
Wow.
May 5th, 2013 at 8 o'clock again. And the tickets are the same price. The highest ticket goes up to $6,000. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm never going to pay that much.
She draws them, though. She
Yeah.
draws big crowds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you guys are interested, there she goes. Those are local events and national events. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to go all the way to, like, Atlanta, Georgia, or Fort Lauderdale unless you really love her. Yeah, you can just look into that yourself. But there's upcoming events this month and next month. So if you're a big Rihanna fan, you should just go check her out.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Leah.
No problem.
Guys, just quickly, anybody ever hear of Annette Funicello?
No.
The Mouseketeers?
No.
There was a show when I grew up. It was called The Mouseketeers. It was on.
I thought you said Nutella. I was like, I love that. I thought you said Nutella.
All right. Annette Funicello was like all the young guys were crazy about her because she kind of matured when she was on the show, and then she started doing these beach blanket bingo movies with Frankie Avalon, and she became kind of a star. But we want to give props to her. She passed away, and
Rest in peace,
rest in
mature.
peace. Yes.
Nutella. Okay, well, to wrap the show up, Kay's going to give us some weather, and then, yeah.
Well, right now it is 77 degrees, sunny but slightly
Nice.
windy.
Love it.
Today you can expect sunshines and clouds will be mixed. Though it's going to be warm. The high is 78 degrees. Winds
Incredible.
Yeah, the winds are going to be
Amazing.
west-northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour.
Cool,
Now,
cool.
enjoy the weather today because tomorrow, 80 degrees, but a few showers in the morning with scattered thunderstorms arriving in the afternoon. Very warm. The high, like I said, the high is going to be around 80 degrees.
Beautiful.
Winds from the southwest at
Tomorrow?
10 to 20 miles per hour.
Sorry, I didn't, I was out of it,
Wow.
but cool.
And after that, the temperature's going to drop into the high to mid 50s.
That's not even bad.
But just enjoy the 70-degree weather as it is right
It's
now.
very beautiful outside.
As we can see, Lizzett is taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yes. So
Yes,
we like to say to everybody, enjoy the weather.
Yes, please
Yes,
enjoy the
we
weather.
do.
Thank you for tuning in to WHIT, The Morning Buzz. I was your host, Leah. Join me, Lizzett and Kayleigh and Mr. P. And tune in tomorrow. Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Have a nice day.
People try to put us to down. Talking about my generation. Just because we get around.